Welcome everyone to the Pantheon. I am your host Ray,
And I'm Evy.
and what are we looking at today?
We are looking at, help me out.
Peppermint, starring
Peppermint.
Jennifer Garner, yes, right,
Okay.
and
Story.
John Gallagher Jr. as Detective
Right.
uh, Carmichael.
Right.
This movie has a personal significance to me because when I saw this movie, my aunt just passed away earlier that morning.
Wow.
So I was sort of like in a really bad, no, I would say bad state. I wanted to see a movie that I could feel some kind of catharsis. So
Yeah.
knowing that this is a movie where the lead character, Jennifer Garner's character, loses her family, I figured that the scene where she has that tragedy, I'm going to have that, I will be able to cry and have an emotional journey. That wasn't the case. What were your thoughts of this movie, Evie?
It was good. I felt so sorry for her for what happened. Like when somebody you love dies or is killed or whatever, it doesn't make you the same. Yeah, you just have to mourn, figure out what's going on and move on. It's hard, but it's got to be done. Yeah, I don't want to say what happened, but yeah, a person seeks revenge. That's all I'll say.
It really, I mean, in an interview with Jennifer Garner, she kind of relates it to Death Wish, where the character seeks revenge or seeks dishing out vengeance onto those because of Hershey lost his family, which is the Charles Bronson character. She's gone through the same thing. It's kind of like, avenging the wrong. And in this case, she's avenging those who did her dirty. One of the things I didn't have issue with when I saw it initially was that it kind of borders on being racially insensitive because she kills a lot of Mexicans. So I don't know if that, I mean, see, that's a hard argument because you look at Schwarzenegger, you look at True Lies, he's going after Middle Eastern people. If you're looking at Indiana Jones, he's going after Germans and Nazis. So like with Hollywood, I mean, they don't assume this. In Hollywood, when you get an enemy, it's usually a group of people, usually Arabics, it could be Germans, it could be Russians. That's the normal go-to thing, And now in our current climate, it's socially irresponsible to go after certain cultures or people because you're insensitive to it, because not all, it's not you can't like blanket all cultures into one thing. So it's kind of a hard thing to defend or to suggest. And I think the movie, if you're looking at it in terms of action or in terms of it being just what it is, it's still a really good action film. But it is a little bit culturally insensitive in some regards. What did you think of that? About that?
About that, I just think that it's mean people or somebody, regardless of what nationality it is. I think I would have done the same thing. I think I would do the same thing, not kill, but just, yeah, it's a well done movie, but it's one that you have to think about. Oh, it might be revengeful, but whatever happens, but it shouldn't happen regardless of nationality. That's what I think.
And I thought her physique and her physicality is amazing. So,
yeah.
But besides that, if you just want just a fun action movie, or is an action movie, just may not be the best movie, but just something to watch, it's still entertaining. It's still entertaining. It may be questionable in terms of ethics, in terms of sensitivity, but it's okay action movie. But anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. Well, with that, I'm Ray.
And I'm Evy.
We'll talk to you later.